Hi everybody, how you doing? So today I'm going to talk about, a little bit about uncontested divorce. I don't give legal advice and I'm not a lawyer. What I'm going to do is um, just let you know that I'm going to disclose that uh, I don't help facilitate uncontested divorces in British Columbia, Canada. And So there is a couple of police files open, and there's complaints to the government, CRA, the federal government, and some other organizations. So um, because they're trying to say that I was giving legal advice, and nobody actually came forward and complained. That just the lawyer and the former lawyer, now judge, is trying to stop people from getting help in an affordable way. So um, it's not as a free market in Canada as it is in other parts of the world. Um, Vancouver is not a good place to conduct business. There's a lot of corruption up there, and hopefully now that the police have the police don't open up police files for no reason. Obviously, they listened to what I had to say, and then they saw just cause to open up a police file. Opening up a police file on a BC Supreme Court judge doesn't happen every day. I don't know if it's happened in the past, actually. But things are getting better in some ways, and in some ways they're getting worse. But there's more light on what's going on up there in the courts. Anyhow, so what you can do if you live in British Columbia, Canada, you go to the local courts. Most local courts have uh, asked for duty counsel uh, during regular court hours, and they'll have a free lawyer there for you. Um, you can ask them your legal questions, and then you can come back to me as long as you're not in BC, because I cannot help you if you're in British Columbia. But there is a free a free self-help center with uncontested divorce downtown Vancouver on Smythe, across from the law courts. You go across the street and there's a free center. Bring your marriage certificate. Just go in there and they're gonna facilitate, just as I would, um, an uncontested divorce. They're gonna tell you what paperwork it is and where to go and that sort of thing. Like I said, what I should be able to do. But I guess in Vancouver, the only ones that have bills apparently is this judge um, and the lawyers. Go figure. But anyhow, so there is a website. If you go to, you can search uncontested divorces in BC, and there's a website just ahead of mine, Joanne's Uncontested Divorce. Uh, there's a advertisement just right above there, and you click on it, and they'll have the divorce papers there, joint or divorce, if you just want to figure it out online. Otherwise, you can get your marriage certificate from Vital Statistics. You can contact the government in BC and get your marriage certificate, and then you can go on down. An indigency order you can ask about if you don't have the money for the fees. Um, if you can't afford the fees, you'll have to, go through, you'll have to qualify by talking to the judge. But ask them about that. And you can Google indigency order if you don't have the court filing fees. Um, but if you don't live in British Columbia and you're listening to this, you can contact me and then I can facilitate your divorce. I can help you out with it, and that'll save you a lot of money. There's a lot of people getting divorced, and there's a lot of, I don't know why the lawyers are so, intimidated by me. Maybe it's because I'm a woman. Maybe they foolishly think that they can just kind of come after me and I'm not going to respond, by calling the police and contacting the government and filing complaints with the uh, different, understanding the forces that be is very important in business, right? God's the strongest force, and God is always there. When you have a business that comes to reality, God has helped you get there, even if you don't recognize that or thank Him or um, understand that. But it's you know um, it's actually the truth, right? So that's all I wanted to say. And if you have any questions, you can. If you need any help, I charge $195, taxes included. Obviously, I have to pay the tax to the government out of that. All business need to pay their taxes, or they get in big trouble. And you know, so we pay our taxes. So if you needed some, I don't instruct in the car defensive driving lessons. But if you just needed some consultation, or like online and stuff, I could help you with that. But I don't come out and get in the car with you. I don't do that anymore. I did that for years. And if you that is, I charge $55 an hour for an individual, and companies, if I go in, it's $155. Pardon me, $150 an hour to go into a company, and if it's somewhere, you know, outside of Canada, then obviously they have to pay for my expenses, flight and accommodations, and I come in and then I teach um, their drivers how to keep safe and how to not drive up insurance costs. Okay, so excuse me. Those are the two things that I do. I also help people start driving school business consultation, and I have the specialized knowledge for search engine optimization. That is the process that allows your customers to connect with your website online because you are ranked high on the first page in Google without having to pay the advertising price to Google. But obviously, I charge a fee. It's $2.99 a month. There's companies out there which I could show you that are charging all like there was one company charging between $6,000 and $8,000 just for all the preliminary stuff, the analysis and the web analytics and targeted keywords and that sort of thing. So I know what it's like to start a business for the ground up and when you have other expenses to pay. So I feel that it's important to help other people that are trying because you're making money and they're making money, and then they can use other services from you and they can hire people, and that's how an economy gets going. Sometimes people price themselves out of the market. A lot of really rich companies, wealthy companies, they make their money on volume. It's not one particular high price sale. It's volume, and that's what a lot of business owners they don't understand. But so if you price your product first, uh, price it well to get results, and understand the law of exchange. That's the money law, the law of exchange. You exchange services or products in return for money, and then things are moving. And a person's best friend is cash flow. You can get a lump sum of money. You can get, you know, let's say $25,000. But really, if you had, the option, you wanted you to get cash flow because then things are flowing. You can flow. Your business has cash flow to pay the business expenses, and one of that those expenses is obviously your income. Um, you want to make sure you set up your company as a separate entity, get it incorporated so your personal um, assets are protected, and the tax rate is actually lower as well. But you should, um, I mean, I can consult with you and I could tell you, who, you know, like go to an accountant and ask them this. You can, that's the thing that I have a lot of experience that I can kind of guide you and to tell you which direction to go and how to get the results. But as far as search engine optimization, that I know. I know. Okay, so we'll talk to you soon. Okay, don't forget to contact me so we can get you going with your own company.